All right, here's all the items that I got from the auction. Actually, one more is inside the house. Don't let me forget to show you that. But I'll start over here. I bought it was a bowl that had all this stuff in it, and they were like auctioning it off by the piece. And I said, well, does the bowl come with everything in it? And they were like, yep. So I got the bowl, and I got these liquor markers. And whatever these little keychains, they're like brass keychains. I got a key hook. I thought these were really cool with the monkeys. And I have to look this up, but whatever this is with this old velvet, I like that. So that was in one lot. There was quite a bit of pharmacy stuff there. A bunch of it sold. I was really after these things right here. They're for the pharmacy as well. They're called show globes. Now this one is the only one that had the stopper up here, but I'm pretty sure. But that's what I was after, and he started like lotting things together. Nevertheless, if these things aren't worth too much, these would make really cool like Halloween displays, and I could probably do them in a live sale versus eBay. They did these, oh, man, they had some cool pieces back in the day. These are older. They would put different color of liquids, like different things like iron, iodine, things like that, and it would like be like pretty different colors, and they would showcase them in the pharmacy. They even had some that you could fill and like hang from the windows to hang in your window in your pharmacy. So these are really a neat find, and the other stuff was just kind of like a bonus. They threw this in there too. This is an old bottle still with the original label, but it was pretty damaged on this side. But how cool is that? Love that. And then there's like mortar and pestles things. I don't think I got, or the, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about. I didn't get the bowl. I got the pestle thing. Yeah. This is the only one I got, that piece, the bowl piece. Some other ones sold. Okay, so I showed you that. Other things were kind of like, I'll let you know if it was like thrown in. Like I wanted one thing, but they threw in some others. Okay, then I got this candle cutting little dish here, or wick cutter thing here. And I got this brass stand. I love the little feet. You could put a vase on it. You could put, I have a gigantic, like giant paperweight ball that I could probably set on there too. So I did pay for those. They didn't come in a lot, so I paid for those separately. I paid for this on his own, and he was like, oh, that's a great piece of some art glass or whatever because it's not marked, but I'm thinking that it's a piece of Steuben glass. If I remember while I'm editing this, I'll post a picture and show you one that's very similar. That's probably going to go in our eBay store because it would sell for a little bit more money. Then I have these. This is some EAPG glass. I love this. It probably glows. I haven't checked it yet. I got this rooster that, yep, it's got a little Fenton mark in there. These I paid separately for. I got this little piece. This is really sharp up top. That I think is a piece of Fenton, I think. I didn't look it up yet. Oh, and then with the blue glass, I did get this. This piece is signed. Let me put it down so I can grab it differently. Right there. So I think it said Greenfield Village 2002. Okay, and then, so I showed you that. I got this box. I paid for the whole thing because I wanted these couple things out of it. I loved this cross. And then these little painting antique replicas. I just thought they were really pretty. And for those of us that can't afford an antique painting, and they're kind of small for shipping, so that works too. That was awesome. And then the rest of this stuff, I don't know. We're going to be going to the Browns Market in Oxford the first Saturday in July to be selling there. We're going to set up some tables. I don't know if any of this is going to go there, But, or if I'm just going to donate it to our little, we have like a veterans thrift store that we like to donate to. And then we have a church-run thrift store over here that we like to donate to that helps out the youth center. So I'll probably donate it there if I don't want anything else from there. And then I bought a whole lot of silver, and it all came together. This wasn't in there. That came in a box of kitchen utensils. This was in there. That's why I bought the lot. But so we have this. Actually, this was in the kitchen utensils too. This was there. Aaron started to put it on a shelf. Let me show you the rest of it. We're getting our boxes ready for the flea market, and not this Saturday, but next Saturday. But back here is the rest of the silver that he just lotted up. He didn't even bother trying to sell it on its own. He just said, okay, anybody want to buy all this silver? And then I ended up winning it. So all that stuff. Then nobody was really going after any of these vases. Then he did like a, you want to buy the end of the table for one money type deal. And then I remembered we were going to be going to the flea market, and I won all the vases right here for like one price. Okay, so I got that for the flea market. I paid for this guy separately. This is a Fitz and Floyd Santa pitcher. Now, they have some Royal Dalton pitchers that look very similar. If you can find one with like the candy cane handle. The candy cane vintage Christmas stuff always sells really well with the candy cane stripes. Those sell for like $300 and up out of season. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Then I paid separately for these. I have this little, this crown. This would go on top of it with a little screw. It kind of, there was a little screw that kept all these together, but right now they're kind of smushed. So I have this exact one in my room, and you put this on there and it'll keep the crown together. And then this thing was in the box with it, this little pedestal. I don't know if that went on there like that or something. Mine didn't have the base. And then I got these brass rabbits, little bunnies. Okay, and then I got another ice bucket. The one that I got a couple weeks ago, it didn't sell in a live sale, so I stuck it in our eBay store, and I think I sold it within a couple of days. And then I was getting these two. And then, like, I got those, so he was, like, trying to throw stuff in. So he threw this in, and I was like, oh, thanks, it's got a big chip. And he goes, oh, okay, sorry, here, take this. So he tossed these two in there, even though this one's broken. But, like, stuff like this, you can take, like, during the springtime and stuff, they'll do those pink bottle brush trees and stuff. And you can put the trees in there and make, like, a little assemblage around it. And maybe, you know, try not to have to throw this away. Or you could stick a little plant in it or something. The plant might eventually hang over that spot. One of the lots that I got came with this money box, which actually is going to come in handy because of the flea market, though it didn't have a key. But, yeah, it'll come in handy. I got this Fenton vase here, and I got this pretty lamp right here. I got this tall iron looking candle holder. Let's see what else I got. Whoa, oh, the picture frame just fell on Kitty. Whoops. He bumped into it and it fell down on him. You okay, buddy? I had to bring this stuff closer to me so I could show you. But I got this gorgeous fish platter. It does have some little paint wear, but that was okay with me. Then I got this orb. I don't have one that's just completely, hold on, focus, completely clear like that. Mine are all like paperweights, so I got that. I got these cute little kid figurines. These Portuguese, I think they're made in Portugal. Yeah, candle holders. I love the blue and the gold on that and how they're set up that way. I got a wall pocket. And then this was really pretty. It's all metal. And it has these pretty cranes on it, this little vase. Then this, and like this guy was thrown in with something else I was buying. I didn't go after those, but they were thrown in there. And, oh, one of the ladies, she had won some bells. And she was super sweet, and she boxed up the ones that she didn't want. They were like Christmas ones, which I thought was sweet. And she gave me some bells. So I wasn't there. We were on our little vacation, and we had waited for those bell boxes for a while. And they sold while we weren't there. And they had already been there like a few weeks. Like they never got to that table. But anyways, let me show you a couple other things. One of the things I have inside. I won this gorgeous piece right here. Antique wooden frame with this beautiful lady. I love her little jewelry that she has on. Then I got this gorgeous angel. I've been moving it all around the house, trying to figure out the best spot to put her. She's made out of like paper mache. She looks like wood, but she's made out of paper mache. So I've been moving her around, seeing if I want her on like a base or seeing if I want her to sit on something else. And that's where I left her because I had to continue doing my work. But that's where she is for now. But she was a pretty cool find. I waited to get her. I really liked her. All right, that's everything we got at the auction this week. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to come back to our Chapter 2 Vintage Co. YouTube channel. And we host live sales on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So that's where you'll see a lot of this stuff here. Feel free to shoot me an email if you like anything that you see. All the links for my other channel, House on Noble, our eBay store, Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff is down below. So other than that, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you in another one.